Nice. I approve of Sweet Demir decks getting 7 wins. Okie doke. Bedeck Bedazzle for, you know, common, uncommon level, power level removal spell on the Bedeck side. Bedazzle I've seen cast once when it literally killed me. Windstorm Drake is worse than Chillbringer by most standards out there at this point. I got my eye on Trollbred if we take a creature, though. This thing is a beast, and we know that Sora forms are way underdrafted by bots, so going into green makes me feel good on that front. But, you know, do we not have... yeah, we have Deckmaster going. Nobody's interested in voting, though, apparently. Okay, so you're going to leave it to me. I really want this card, but the new mechanics of rare drafting make me want to lean into the rare. It's also 2 colors. It's, you know... It's worth noting that B-Deck goes into any red deck or any black deck, so it is more flexible, but man, the Troll is just a beast. And I kind of want to lean green, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to lean a little green. Lean green. There's a Firewheeler that could have been a nice follow to the rare if we'd picked that. Might still be the pick here. Chillbringer is great. Beastmaster... Luis and Marshall were talking about that on LR last week, and Luis was saying that basically if you play it as you just throw it in because you're green, you're going to largely be disappointed with it, but that it is worth making great through pump spells. That with pump spells you can do some surprise stuff. So maybe I'm kind of curious to explore that territory. Maybe we'll take the Beastmaster here and see. Although we don't want to marry our first pick either, and these 2 picks are nice. I wish we had some info from the bots, but we have 3 uncommons up there, so no info from the bots. They took a rare, and I think we either take a Chillbringer, Beastmaster, or lean into one of the Orzhov picks. Probably the Thrall. Probably Grandma, actually, if we gonna head that way early. Still not seeing any votes. Do I need to refresh mine? Yeah, maybe there's... I'm going to reload Deckmaster, see if that does anything. Oh, maybe the votes somehow turned off? I didn't turn them off, but if they became off somehow, I suppose that could cause it. No, draft voting is on. Everything's green on my Deckmaster panel, but I did reload it, so maybe it'll work now. Yeah, there it goes. No, I don't have any consideration for Burning Tree Vandal here. Not that it's not a fine playable card, but I don't think that it is in the discussion over Chillbringer. Chillbringer or actually even taking a... Hey, thank you for the sub there, keeping it surreal. We could... or taking a flyer on a Orzhov card. But it looks like pretty split. Yeah, there's some support for the Firewheeler as well. And there, you know, if you're in Rakdos, like the CCDD shouldn't be a big deal because if we're in Rakdos, we'll be fine to play this. I guess I'm leaning into ones that go with the first pick over veering into whole new territory because this isn't so much better than our on-color picks. I'm going to try the... it's somewhat following our first pick, but it does keep us in one color, and I'm interested to try the Beastmaster trickery, so I'm going to take the Beastmaster for science. We can take the Plaza for rare drafting, but this account isn't really going to take huge advantage of rare drafting stuff, so probably just an Aeromunculus here. We do have... now we have 2 missing uncommons, so we're a little overloaded. But let's check our print run anyway. When I say overloaded, I mean we have 2 missing uncommons that we're trying to suss out. Tin Street Dodger has Syndicate Guildmage and Azorius Skyguard above and below, and then on the next ring out is Depose, Deploy, and Clan Crusher. Bullrat Clan Crusher doesn't usually go this early, so it's probably Skyguard for sure, and then either Depose, Deploy, or Syndicate Guildmage. So upstream, we're having Esper drafted. So we are. It's good that we're in green because the Esper is being taken upstream, and so this Thrall may be a lie. No, I haven't seen that. Can I play Dimir in this format? Maybe I should try. Catching up on chat a little bit here. Hey, Valhalis, welcome. Banana Jack, welcome. 5-color Golgari. I guess I know what that means. Okay, I'm kind of in for Aeromunculus. Where are you all at? Yeah, 100% on the Monk. There's an Engineer, but I've said, you know, that's this is dropped significantly in my pick order because it functions just as a little easier to kill but overpowered Locket. The 1/1 doesn't really matter, so it's effectively an easy to kill Locket that doesn't draw cards but ramps you a little harder, and I just don't think that's super valuable as much as I did earlier. Admonition is great in any blue deck, basically. I like the Rendhorn as a solid 5, but they will come around. You know, we'll get our Rendhorns. I think Admonition is the pick here in terms of taking something. We'll take as many as we can get. We won't take as many Rendhorns as we can get, but we'll take basically as many Admonitions as we can get. So let's take that one. Windstorm Drake. The old hybrid showing up pretty late here already, and Lawmage's Binding. Wow. We were kind of warded off Azorius by what the bots were picking upstream, but now it seems wide open, although I don't think with Aeromunculus, Beastmaster, and Trollbred in the piles, I don't think we're heading down any kind of Azorius path, but I do want to see what the bots are up to here with the uncommon run, so let's check Windstorm Drake. In the print run, we see that... between Windstorm Drake and Sphinx of New Prov is Sunder Shaman, so that's the first. So we've now seen that there's a Gruul draft pick taken upstream. So I think we just take the hybrid here, though, and don't get seduced by this Azorius we're seeing quite yet. It's splashable. We can take the Lawmage's Binding and splash it, but hybrid is one of the reasons I was taking Trollbred over the rare Pack 1 Pick 1. Skewers here, worth noting. These are both super undervalued by the bots right now, but hybrid is one of the rewards for being green on Arena right now, so I want to take advantage of that. And Applied Biomancy is a snap here for me. We can look up Tower Defense, but we're getting away from the point that this matters. We're Simic, so I don't really care what the bots are up to anymore. Gate, this is where I like a gate over the, Stony Strength, playable. Slinger, playable. Fibblethicke, playable. But all of those are replaceable, and casting your spells is amazing, so we take the gate here. This is about where you should be taking chances on Lizrogs. They're, the floor of a 3/3 for 5 is... 3/3 trample for 5 is definitely below par. You're super unhappy anytime you have to cast this without creatures with counters, but we're in the right place for this. Hey, Better Magic, doing good. How are you? Yeah, that Skewer was something else, but I think we're in the right place here. Creeper or Brawl? This is an interesting pick. Curious where chat lands on this. Quench is not out of the question to play in this deck, but certainly not a pick over the Creeper or the Brawl here. Wujo believes in the frog lizards. Good morning, Nantuko. How you doing? We're at 50-50. Let's take a look at curve for a sec. We're doing fine. I'm going to take Creeper. And with all these marginals, we'll take the 2-drop marginal. I don't love me a growth spiral, but it's something to do on 2 that I would legit play if we're there. We'll take and open the gates to support possible splashing over the generic 4-drop. Brawl, late Brawl. I think we're in the right spot, folks. Uncommon for, oh, even a last pick Stony Strength. And then rewarded-ish. Like this actually might be the better pick. Or this. What do you think? Are we sucked in by the mythic, or just take the actual best card for a deck, which is probably Biogenic Upgrade? And there's another admonition here as well. Wujo likes the mythic. Cobra wants the upgrade. Banana Jack is identifying where my reservation is. Vanifair is not doing that much in Limited, other than being a mythic, which is relevant, especially on an account. Like, I kind of want to see... Let me take a moment here. Although we started this account, I guess we don't have much accurate data. I'm trying to understand where I can expect, like, this free-to-play account to end up rare drafting-wise by the end of the season. Like, are we going to be turning picks into gems at that point naturally? Because the other, if we do take the prime speaker, we could go and craft up to 4 and get gems for her right now. We should probably start doing some of that. But I think, wow, Wujo's a filthy, filthy rare drafter. No, we're not. Nobody's really built towards Vanifair. You kind of play Vanifair as a 2/4 for 4. But I am very tempted by rare drafting, but we'll keep that to the other account and take the upgrade here. Yeah, we're probably not going to fill out Mythics by the end of the season, but we do end up with enough wild cards that you can take a stab and craft one. Say, all right, this is one I'm gonna go ahead and craft. I'm gonna spend 4 wild cards and get some guaranteed gems out of this Mythic I'm about to draft. Sage's Row Savant for the 2-drop spot. More rare drafting if we wanted to just take stone no value, but I don't want to do that again, especially on this account. So I think it's Sage's Row Savant or Rendhorn. Lizrog, probably Wheels. There's a somewhat of a, you could argue Arynx. We're only early in pack 2. We have a... I'll even put this in the. We haven't opened the gates that might allow us to splash something like an Arynx or even an Insight or something if we wanted. Lizrog, there's a lot of support for the Lizrog, but I'm not going to start it here. We'll probably wheel it. And if we don't wheel it, I don't even mind. I'm happy to take a chance on the 1, but getting Lizrogs before their time in your hand is a bit rough. So if we're going to take a 5-mana card, we're definitely taking the Rendhorn. Yeah, so I'm down with that. But we'll take the big 5. There's another Aeromunculus for us, probably over this admonition. Keeping an eye on half-color gates because of the open the gates we have, So this is a great card if there was some way to splash towards it, that kind of thing. But this is just an Aeromunculus pick. There's another Beastmaster, another Aeromunculus, a Savage Smash we could try and splash for, a Code of Constraint. This is a pretty stacked pack for us. The Gift of Strength, we could take the second Beastmaster and then really try and work that side of things. That's kind of interesting. Hey, Double D's. Wujo points out that we could have taken that Mythic and then tried to build around from there. We just want more Aeromunculuses. Man, I kind of want to do this, but all right. We'll be adults. don't think I take Griffin over Aeromunculus basically ever. Like, I just, Aeromunculus is where I want to be. Like, Aeromunculus, I've talked several times about how most of the common and uncommon 5-mana flyers in this format are 3/3s, as opposed to historically, recent history, the baseline stat for a white or blue 5-mana flyer has been 3/4. And the difference between a world of 3/4 flyers and a world of 3/3 flyers is huge. One, there's a lot of standoffs. The 3/4s, there's a lot of standoffs in the air, and 3/3s are terrible. And in the 3/3 world, there's a lot of trading in the air, and the handful of 3/4s you get are actually amazing. And Aeromunculus adapting into a 3/4 in a world of 3/3 flyers is pretty powerful to me. We're going to take the sneak here, though, and see if we can pick up some more gates to make it better. I think that's better than anything else going on in the pack. Here's a gate that could help serve that purpose, but we also have plays in green. We could take another Titanic Brawl or a Wrecking Beast. I think Wrecking Beasts are very replaceable. I mean, it's a 7-drop. We can get 7s anywhere we want. This is probably a time to even just take the flyer on the gate, both to support the gateway sneak we got and to Slimebind is maybe Slimebind is real enough removal that we need to do that. I definitely like Slimebind better than Titanic Brawl, since we already have the 1. But I could be convinced that Slimebind is correct over the gate. But I do think gate is a consideration. I guess nobody else appears to agree with me. Okay, I'll take the Slimebind. I'm down with the Slimebind support. Okay, look, we're middle of pack 2, like almost literally halfway through this draft. No, we don't have any white in the deck, but we have a open the gates, so gates for a splash become more intriguing to me, because effectively by taking 1 half-color gate, we are effectively taking 2 colors to 2 splash. We're taking 2 of that gate because we already have the open the gates. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, what is Ram doing here? We're going to take the Ram. I see the hybrid, but the Ram is even better. We're pretty low on gates for being super excited about a Ram, but we only need like 3 more gates in the next pack and a half for me to feel like we're cool with running it. So let's, and actually maybe 2 more because we have the open. So I'm going to take Gatebreaker and we'll see if we can see about making it work. Look at this. Look at this. Wow, Gruul apparently is where we were supposed to be. It feels like it usually is these days. Given that we are seriously looking to support our new gate plan here, there is a strong reason to go Savage Smash and look to get a Gruul gate at some point. I don't want to take the Rhythm, though. This is a fine card, but it's not even that big a deal, right? Like, whatever, it's a 4/4 for 4. That's the new normal. I'm less excited about that than this removal. Even though I know, well, I guess we're pretty empty in the 4. What do you think, Wujo? You like a Smash or a Ceratok here? Or even a way off base gate? Unblockable Claws is no joke. It's true, especially against like Orzhov, where they're all 2. I think I'm really gonna want this in the end, but fine. I'll go with chat. And here we'll also, because the other thing with Smash is that it does try and work with this. Where is it? Our Beastmaster. I'm gonna take Collision Colossus here for sure. This is one of the picks that for some reason the bots just never seem interested in this card. Don't know why. Thought Collapse over Quench. We're very light blue. If you look at this, we could actually we're not far off of, besides the Aeromunculus, we're like we could be splashing blue over red. So I'm going to take the Quench in case we play that. Another Growth Spiral. Big Rando. Growth Spiral or Big Rando? I guess we have things we are trying to do with our mana and a Simic deck, so we'll just take the Growth Spiral, although I don't tend to want to... I barely want to play 1, much less 2. But I don't think we're going to play a Sphinx of the Guild Pack, do you? Maybe. I don't think we're playing either of them, so I guess I'll take the thing that I don't have one of already, but I don't think we're playing either of those. Hey, look! I still get to have my fun. So we'll take that, and... yeah, Gruul was the right place to be for sure. But now I think I need to take the Open the Gates, to have 2 Open the Gates to support the gate stuff we are picking up here. Yeah, Gruul's just super wide. Oh, man. Is this just a... do we just take a safe gate here? I think I just want to take... it's funny to take a gate over a stomping ground. But, wait, does this find... no, that's funny. Open the Gates, can't find stomping ground, can find guild gate. Chillbringer is the pick here, I suppose, if it's not the gate. I don't think we're going to take stomping ground. Ironically, it's not better than the gate here for us. So I think it's down to... it's Chillbringer versus gate, and I think we try and wheel this gate and take the Chili B. Here's a gate I think we do take. Yeah. Rest of the pack is garbage. We could take Captive Audience, and it's another mythic. Like, boy. No, we're not going to rare draft on this one. Take that. Another gate versus Guild Mage versus Monk. Probably just a Guild Mage because it's a 2-drop we're happy to play. Yeah, I'm going to take the 2-drop we're happy to play. Here's another gate we can take, and we can take it in Essence Capture as well. But I want to get these gate rewards to pay off. Here would be a more assistance towards that, but not passing the hybrids. We'll take the Colossus, though. Every deck ends up being a gate deck. You can't help it. It's not my fault. This is so not being played. Frankly, this is probably not being played at this point. I'd rather just maybe have another Rendhorn. Maybe we just take a Brawl here. Is there an Open the Gates? Oh, Ravnica Open the Gates. I thought you were saying take the Open the Gates. So yeah, I'll take the Brawl. And another gate comes around. Wow, do I wish we had that Savage Smash. Wujo was right to want to be greedy there. At least in results-oriented. There was good reasons we did not take the Smash. And this Ceratok will be fine, but the Ceratok could have been a Savage Smash that would be easily splashable now. Would I even run a third open? No, probably not. I think 2 is a nice number for them. In this spot here. Probably take the Recluse, actually, over Wrecking Beast or Growth Spiral number 1,000,000. And this is splashable for the counter nonsense. And this helps the gate stuff even more. This is best of 3, so we'll take a sideboard card. Same here. Lock it. Alright, this deck seems alright. We got some cuts to make. Every Gruul gate ever. Yeah, Savage Smash would be something else. And unfortunately, we didn't really do much to support this whole thing, such that I think I'm cutting one of those. I guess we have a Collision Colossus, but I'll reduce it to 1. We'll see if that happens to come up. This is probably unnecessary, given our 5s. And again, don't know if even Lizrog is necessary. Let's check our numbers too. 19 creatures, 11 spells. We have 2 Open the Gates. We can probably go to 16 land, which we can do 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 land and 2 Open the Gates is okay. So that's just, we'll sort out lands later. Hey, Cannon Front. Yeah, we got a late Colossus as well. So classic. This is the new gate deck in my experience. It's basically a standard 2-color Allegiance deck with the gates to support gate payoffs and sometimes, like in this case, a splash. Cut 1 Brawl. Yeah, probably cut a Brawl. Two more cuts, and we're now looking at 17-9 creature non-creature split. Yeah, we'll cut the Lizrog. I was holding out hope, but we'll use this as our payoff for having lots of counters around as opposed to a Lizrog. I like that. And then we need one more cut. Looking at the numbers again, we could cut a creature if we wanted, but I'd rather cut a spell. These are effectively lands, so even though it looks like we have a lot of spells, these are basically lands. You want Banana Jack wants to play all. Oh yeah, let me see. Also get to my. I have this deck building view that I always forget to switch to. You know me, I barely remember to switch to my battlefield scene, much less my deck building one. But 3 Homunculus is a lot. We could justify cutting one of the monks. They do demand a lot of mana, but even a 2/3 flyer for 3 that never gets pumped does some good work in the format. So I have trouble cutting an Homunculus. I just think it's like I'd rather cut a Steeple Creeper than go down to 2 Homunculus if we're not if we feel that our 3 can support a cut. Maybe I'll cut Stony Strength. We've got Brawl, Biomancy, and Admonition as tricks, and Slimebind even as a somewhat of a trick, and Collision. So there's... And this doesn't do a whole lot with the Beastmaster. It does something. You think Stony Strength is too good, huh? I need the Deckmaster voting for what to cut. But let's make this decision and get on with it. I'm sipping at my empty coffee. Let's swap this for a fresh seltzer. Is there enough going on for this Crusher? Yeah, again, if I'm not cutting an Homunculus over a Creeper. If we want to cut a 3, we can cut a Creeper, and I'm down with that. Let's do that. Get on with this. So, Simic Gate, the latest political scandal in Ravnica. And let's check this mana. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6 sources for the red, and 7, 8, 9, 10 blue, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 green. Nine green. We could go up to 10 green to be sure we get Open the Gates mana, especially on turn 1. I wouldn't mind having a 5th forest. Let's do that. Kind of swaps where the most is. So now we have heavy green for the gates to find the other stuff. And there's plenty of natural blue as well in the seven natural sources. I guess that's not plenty. You can make it, yeah, maybe I should switch it back. have 8 natural blue, 9 natural green. 5, 6. Yeah, I'm actually gonna switch it back because I want more natural blue early. Like, I don't want to have to use a gate to get a blue because I want to be able to do things like Guild Mage and early blue stuff without having to figure out how to fit that in. So I'm going to do it this way. And we'll print screen that. Update my numbers. And then we'll get on it. There's decent tap water, but it does not taste like pineapple, strawberry, or have bubbles. So that's why I buy cans. This is free to play, and this is RNA best of 3. Okay, everything else is correct. And we'll get to the battlefield view. Look at me, switching views like a champ. My light's a little weird. I'm going to go adjust it while we wait here. Looking good here. Okay, how are we sequencing this? We are going gate now, hybrid or combine on 2. On 3, we open the gates and hybrid, and then on 4, we get Ceratok. Okay. I could obviously play hybrid or guild mage here, and I actually value the guild mage less, so that's why I led with it. I see myself playing Magic till I die, and that includes even if they stop making it. I still got cards. So you could trade guild mage for orator. Deckmaster is looking all green on my end. And if I go to my live stream that I have up, it also works on my stream from my end, so yeah. Okay, what are we doing here? We can open the gates, but we also have a guaranteed Ceratok on 4 right now anyway, so I'm actually going to ship the Pontiff back. And just kind of tempo the Orzhov deck here a bit. Next turn we can go sneak open the gates and find a gate for the turn after. That's an interesting option. Oppo's stuck on 3 land, and with a gate in hand and another gate to get, I'm liking the sneak plan because we're not under super duress here. Although we could wait and try and get the sneak with some counters on it when it enters, but then I guess then our turn is Ceratok, and that's pretty good. Then we'd be looking... No, I'm going to do the sneak plan. We're going to do sneak and find a gate. I don't value the Guild Mage as highly as the hybrid, but I don't want to trade it for the Orator, so we will pass here. Have I told the stream one of my favorite Nintendo customer service techniques that I heard about? I think someone who worked at Nintendo or had a spouse who did told me about this. I'm just going to take all this. So, very often, the problem is, of course, that the power's not on or it's not plugged in. Like, they haven't turned it on or whatever. You know, some simple problem people have. And so, but Nintendo found that if you asked people if they had, if you asked, was the device plugged in or is the device on, people get really insulted that you would insult their intelligence that much. And so the Nintendo technique is to, at the beginning of your customer service call, say, please unplug your device and plug it back in. Because then, if they just didn't have it plugged in, they get to go, okay, yeah, that worked. That was it. You know, they get to hide their shame of just not having the device plugged in. And Nintendo gets a successful service call. I thought that was great. Well, I'm all happy about drawing cards with the sneak and whatnot, but we are up against flyers. It's a pretty big weakness of this deck, really. We can try and get... how do we not lose? If we Ceratalk here, maybe we need to hybrid here and put counters on it. And then, like, we can make it a 3/3 with a counter on it. Then we play the Crusher. We remove the counter to shock something, and then we can put 4 counters on it and start shocking. But really, this Messenger up in the air as a 2/3 is what I'm really worried about this game, because we can't even shock that out of the sky. So I better play here. I don't have the fuse, so I wasn't sure. I have 0 timeouts, so I needed to make a call there. Yeah, that's the trouble, Wujo. Like, I'm talking it through, and it's just all too late to deal with this Messenger. Ceratalk might race. I'm not sure this Guild Mage is going to do much here. I think it's time to trade it for the Orator. We can't just sit here continuing to take damage from it. Well, Orator, Trick, whichever. A block was required there. It's basically unblockable. That's annoying. But we're either casting the Crusher or the Rendhorn here. So let's drop the gate and attack. Find out which. Do we attack with the Ceratalk? It can't be blocked. If we're not going to block with it, we would block with something else we cast, I think, since it's active right now. We could cast a Rampaging Rendhorn too. Are we blocking with that? We're so far behind, but if I'm not blocking with this, I should attack with it. That's the bottom line. And we have other stuff to block with, so let's attack. We have some flying defense in the board we can bring in. Just the 1 card, though, really. I mean, if we could kill this flyer, the plan of shocking things forever with Hybrid and Crusher is fine. We're just going to die to this flyer first, though. So, see what we can find for that. We need just... I mean, we have our own flyers. Like, we have 3 Aeromunculuses lurking somewhere. That would be a nice draw. And if... Excuse me, if we have to block... Maybe we just do it on the... with the hybrid at this point? Well, if I attack with a sneak only, that's implying that I intend to block with the Ceratok, and I just didn't think we were going to. If we're going to block, we can block with any one of these for similar results. And let's see, Beastmaster adding 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Like, we kind of threaten... Alright, I'm going to play the Renhorn. Again, this thing is ticking down steadily. And I'm at 0. Don't want to have the game making plays for me. Yeah, I can... That Banana Jack, that's an approach here. That's what I'm going to... That's what I'm effectively doing, is we're going to put a counter here and try and get the Crusher. Next turn we can Crusher and Hybrid, at least. We'll see if we can... But I don't know if we can get away with not blocking the Pontiff. I guess we can take 4 and go to 6 here, but I'm afraid of, like, a Vampire that comes down, and then we're just toast. Well... Yeah, you're right, Wujo, but I was panicking with the fuse going down. So that's what that's about. There's also the fact that all of my plans are pretty loose in the face of the likely plays from Oppo, and sure enough, that hurt. Let's see, we have 7. We can't quite cast 3 spells, but we can do a 2. So we'll go Crusher now. Crusher and Hybrid. Hybrid has to take 1 for the team here. But next turn we can play the Beastmaster with a counter and have a shock available at least. And we are at block, kind of block with everything mode, although not with this. We'll still attack with the Ceratok, because what are we blocking here? We'll block here. And maybe if we have to here, we'll probably just take the Enforcer if it attacks, though. So I think we should still send in the Ceratok. Hey, New Brew. Aeromunculus off the top, please. Let's stabilize. We have the power to stabilize. Well, that certainly is an answer to flyers that we need right now, but it is not enough. Let's see. No, it is. We can... No, it's not. Shoot. How can we get them? Let's see. Is there a way to... We probably have to Beastmaster, Collision Colossus. Is anything here have Trample? This can't be blocked. Hey, Trend Stream. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, Trend Stream, folks. We're trying to figure out how not to lose here. We can flunge. Okay, let's see. We're also at 0, so I gotta decide this quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. We can do this and do this. We can let's Beastmaster. I think we're just dead, so let's just do everything we can here. I think this is how it would have to happen, is something like this. I'm not doing the math now. Math is for people with decisions. And let's make our smallest thing bigger. Why before? This. I wanted to make something big on the Beastmaster pump. That's why before. But I don't think it matters. I don't think this is enough. But it's the play we had. We'll see if Oppo messes it up somehow. Looks like Oppo is fine. Probably technically correct to not even show them all this stuff and just scoop it up. But I wasn't quite sure, so I figured I would send it all in and see if there was a win in there somewhere. All right, we're going to grab... we could bring in... The thing is, we're okay on flyers. We just didn't draw our tools for it there. We have 3 Aeromunculus, a Chillbringer, what else? And a Collision. We drew one of our answers. Slimebind is, you know, fine removal for a flyer. Is there anything else that we have that directly deals with flying besides that? We're going to bring that in definitely. No. Given the small Orzhov stuff, though, maybe we bring in a Brawl. What has to go out, though? It was tough taking things out before. Yeah, probably still cutting a Brawl. And... I'm going to cut the Stony Strength because the volley is just a little better, I think, in this spot. I think we'll keep the upgrade. I think that can just win out of nowhere. Yes, I did. I thought I was raided. Did I fail to acknowledge the raid properly? I acknowledged the raid. Yay, raids. I really appreciate everybody being here. I hope you hang out and finish out this draft with us. Yeah, let's go with this. Good afternoon, Siratami. Siratemi. Oh, people's handles. So fun to try and pronounce. Sure, we can keep this. Which one? I said several. All right. Let's curve out with the hybrid. Last time I played this first. I don't know why I switched it up this time exactly. Not like we're close to 6 mana or anything. But we'll take this fine curving we got going on. If we draw an untapped land, we get a 2-spell play next turn. If they play a flyer, maybe we gate and volley. I think we go find a gate, play a gate, and add the Guild Mage. Oh, I guess we only have the 1 green, so we do need to go find more green anyway. We didn't... Yeah, so... And we don't have an attack on the 10th district, so let's start with an attack with the Aeromunculus. I want to get the Guild Mage out now if I can, so let's go... I guess I can't unless I go get a basic forest, which may be correct. We can also just do this and this, though. There's no need... We don't really need to open the gates right now. Looks like they're eyeing the Aeromunculus. Maybe it's going to get exiled here. No no blocks. Judgment down. I'm going to go ahead and get a basic forest here so that we can continue to drop lands and play our Ceratok. Well, we've got a nice play for the volley now. We can take that out of the sky, and then nothing else can block the Ceratok. As someone pointed out, the can't block clause is no joke on the card, especially against Orzhov, as I was saying. It's probably the best place for the Power 2 clause. And we can actually do it all in terms of gate, volley, and play the hybrid. So let's start with attacking with the Ceratok, though. If they want to trade for the Thrall, cool. I can start pumping the Ceratok. How do I pump the Ceratok? I can move counters onto it. Yeah, I guess I can start moving counters onto it. It's a pretty slow process, but we'll get there. This is an instant, but is there a reason to wait? I don't think they're going to do anything to, like, augment it, so let's just do it while the shields are down. I'm going to have to give up a hybrid to the Enforcer. But we can... Unless they play another Death Toucher, the other one should get pretty big. I mean, should do its job. Should be fine against this assortment of blockers. But Orzhov has so much Death Touch. That's pretty exciting. Let's see. If we attack with both, they get to block, and then we are... Yeah, we can attack with both, because they don't have a... If they block here with one, that's fine, and then we can 7/7 the other. So let's attack with both. Have I ever drafted it? I think I got a Krasis once, yeah. And we, like, cast it once or something like that. Yeah, we'll pump here. Pontiff shows up just the right time, but I think we have enough here. We have 10 trample, so we should be able to win through this if they don't gain any life. We'll see how they block. Let's see if they block. I think we attack with everything because if the way they don't, the way we lose. Let's see if we have 10 trample on. Yeah, I guess if they double block the hybrid, we don't. win. Double attack, then pump hybrid. Yeah, well, right. I'm just saying if they figure this out and block the hybrid with both, then we don't win and we lose our hybrid. So but I think we still have to do it. They have to figure out exactly this plan. But I would like if Oppo is playing smart here, they will put basically everything on the hybrid. All right, we get our chance. Maybe we just win. All right, it worked. I don't think it'll work in game 3, but it got us game 2. Any other changes? No, I don't think so. Let's see. No defenders, artifacts. Maybe a brawl. No, I like it. Let's do it. Two lander? One lander, oh no. No, maybe it's, let's see, we got... Looks fine. We even get to hold the gate for the sneak. We'll hold both of those gates for the sneak, see if it works out. Suddenly, I feel like I'm up against Rakdos. What a beast this card is. So innocuous looking, but man. You need to have a 2/4 before you can block it and just eat it. Okay, are we doing the... Yeah, we're not... Definitely not playing a gate here. We're either... The question is, are we playing Munculus or Sneak? One argument for Sneak is that we could potentially combine it when we play it. But I also think we play the Sneak and try to get in with it as much as we can right now. Hey, Riddles, we're doing all right. We are in match 1 of draft 1, game 3. Oppo has a very solid Orzhov deck. It's got some clunkers like 10th District, but overall it's a very steady, solid deck we're up against here. And now we're in a spot like... We could put both on here. We've seen Blade Brand, though. I just can't risk any of this stuff right now. I'll risk... You would have traded Mage for white? Yeah, maybe I should have. We still could. A lot of open mana here. So I'm not really expecting this Sneak to connect, but we'll make him have something. And there you go. going to play Homunculus here. The Ram is just a 3/3. This, I may block the Veteran with and say, okay, what have you got? Definitely, I'm down with, like, well, let's do this block here. See what happens. All right, they didn't have well, they might still have the Blade Brand. Is that what it's called? The Death Touch instant. They showed us that game 1. Gate Colossus is pretty sweet. We can Chillbring here, though. Ah, well. Next turn we get the Colossus no matter what, so I'm going to chill here.
All right, everyone, chill.
So this is really showing the Blade Brand. This is like clearly a Blade Brand, but the Veteran still dies, and we've got 2 bigger prey coming up. This and the Homunculus survives to even be able to block the Imp. So we're going to go ahead and offer up Chili to this Blade Brand. That's Arnold Schwarzenegger from, I believe, the Batman movies. Valhalla's Chosen made that for use on my stream, which I greatly appreciate. Oh, we can't cast this yet. That'll be next turn. Okay, Ram and Brawl. Yeah, there didn't seem to be any pause when I cast the Ram, so I think it's probably safe to Brawl. I'm going to risk it, because I didn't see any response. There was no pause, so that's why I did that. Into open mana. Every deck is a gate deck. What are you talking about? Decent response. Yeah, we could have saved the gate to get the Colossus back, but also I was trying to make the Ram bigger, so I was pulled in 2 directions there. Got lucky here. One of our remaining ways to get this back. Yeah, I know we didn't really show them a target for expose in any point, so that's kind of weird. Hopefully this is Scoopsicles. Really don't want to work any harder to win this one. Can you just give up, please? Not bad. Staying alive. Oppo using everything they've got. Let's see if they find an out on top of the library. Obviously, we're keeping the gate now. Exploding Planeswalker? Yes. All right. How many gates would you say is enough for a Colossus Ram if you're not purely a gates deck? I'd say 4 is doable, but on the greedy side. 4, and that's, I would say 4 gates or open the gates. Either, you know, like 3 gates and an open the gates would count as 4 to me. don't know what I changed, but no. And the reason I'd go with 4 is I think you have a reasonable shot. I mean, first, with 4 gates, the RAM is probably at its flourish a 3-3 for 3. So 3-3 for 3 is reasonable, and you're likely to get at least that much, and then it has this upside if you get your other gates. And similarly, I think the Colossus is not even bad as a 8-8 for 7 if you are the type of deck you feel like is going to get to 7 despite not being a gate deck. And then, of course, it's great at 6. So that's why I have 4 as like the low end, but it just gets better and better from there. No, main decking exposed isn't all that crazy, but it was just surprising that they kept it in through to game 3 when we hadn't showed them any targets. Saw the forest and was hoping we had a open the gates, but we do not, and we're going first, so we have to send this one back. But this looks reasonable. Not taking that, though. Maybe so, Hangest. Maybe they just figured a Colossus was in there somewhere. The thing is, I've said I'm iffy on that card as a solution, since it just temporarily delays your death to the Colossus. Colossus is too good, I agree, Zerlik. No, we're in stasis on the plumbing situation, unfortunately. We have a looks like about a $6,000 dig to the foundation type plumbing repair ahead of us now. So yay for home ownership. Sure. Also, they might just not have had, the question of why is that in there is like over what, and you don't always have a clean replacement. Thinking about Ceratok, but maybe we Beastmaster here. Although it just trades with the spirit. This is going to get onto a creature and then get really annoying. Maybe it's then Ceratok and Beastmaster to chill the spirit next turn. Well, that's 6K on top of the 1,400 I've spent just to establish that we need to spend 6,000 more, basically. It's really a real gut punch. We're trying to live simply around here to support me not being in an office job, and that doesn't help, but we will survive. Stony Strength is an interesting addition to the Beastmaster plan. Just want more land, and then we can chill that thing, and it'll be fine. I could attack with the Sneak and the Ceratok. They would probably... No, they would just block the Sneak, and then I'd have to use the Stony Strength to save it. Stumbling around here. I'm going to play Beastmaster with a counter, and we'll try and set something up for future turns. We can set up a spot here where we attack in with Beastmaster and maybe even pump this Gateway Sneak to like a 4-7 or whatever. Huh. Okay, now I really want to land for the Chillbringer. Chill me, please. Whoa! Valhallis! Making it rain subs. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. We're going to hear Chuck D several times now. So I can play the Gatebreaker Ram and do the Stony Strength trick, so there is that. If we Beastmaster the Ceratok, it becomes like a 7-4. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 7-4 that we can Stony Strength into an 8-5, but that still trades with the Scavenger, so maybe that's not great. Yeah, unfortunately, I think we just have to play the Ram and wait for some land. A gate would be amazing for our long-term perspectives. Perspectives, I mean. Uh-oh, now Oppo's got a thing that can attack. Now I really... Come on, land me for the Chillbringer. Come on. Chilly Bee incoming. Nope, just a 5 we can't play. Well... Every sub helps. Yes, we're about 1,000 subs off of paying for my plumbing, but every sub helps. I appreciate it a lot. I appreciate it more than my land situation. What are we doing here? Can we have no attacks unless we are willing to throw away the Beastmaster, and I don't want to do that. No, we gotta wait. We need a land. How does everybody else get Orzhov? I guess I could just force a little more, but I always feel like the bots are cutting me on black-white. I think they value it much higher than, say, green-red, as we've seen. No problem, Queen. Thanks for the thought. Alright, so here's a gate. I was saying that was good, and it was good because we could sneak it in and potentially Beastmaster in for a chunk of damage, but maybe that's kind of silly. We don't really need to do Beastmaster, we just need to... Let's just draw a card. We could attack with the Ram, but that, again, that trades. We just have this 5 and the 6 to get through. I just don't think we can do it. If we make the Beastmaster a 4-4, that still gets eaten. So you see, everything just gets eaten, so we're just going to sneak. Cool. Do I want another gate for the sneak getting through, or do we want an untapped land so we can Chillbringer and Stony Strength next turn? I think we just want another gate. Makes the Ram bigger and gets the sneak through. We're probably going to need to get Stony Strength on a Chillbringer just to be able to have a 4-4 up in the sky, especially with that. Now that's not even enough. This one's kind of slipping away. We can pin down the Thrall for a couple of turns at least, but slipping away. And here we'll go... I am going to go Chillbringer with mana, and then we can at least try and Stony Strength the other Thrall if it attacks. Yeah, Oppo's plan is very good against us. We can't really get through that right now, and are having a big difficulty with their Air Force. Need an Aeromunculus from here. Like, we need the Chillbringer Stony Strength trick to take out Thrall number 1, and then we need support in the air to be able to double block to take out Thrall number 2. So we got a lot to ask for. We do have a gate to trigger the sneak one more time at least, and try and get in with that. At some point, maybe we have some big alpha after we try and adapt the hybrid. We get to at least start here and see if they do anything to try and win. So then we hope this works. It did, but we're only partway there. We now need the additional support to deal with the Thrall next turn. And this has to live. They still have spells in hand. We get 2 draws to help in the air. We're screwed. I don't think we can win now with a Thrall back in hand. Let's see, though. I mean, we could attack with the ram, and it trades with a... whatever, it doesn't even get in. Alright. Well, so we do have a plan at least now, and that is Crusher. Next turn we go to 2, ignoring the Thrall and eating the Spirit if they attack with it. And then we have Crusher plus Chillbringer to eat the other Thrall. So, of course, now we can't take 4 because they just cast the other one and we die. So yeah, we're just kind of out of it. I'm not sure if we have outs at all. Let's see, I can look at my deck. Collision Colossus gives us something to fight in the air. Maybe a Titanic Brawl. Which feels like we need multiple pieces of removal in a single card. Biogenic Upgrade maybe just gives us a weird win out of nowhere. I don't know how yet, but maybe we make that work. 26 life in one swing. We just have to put everything on the Beastmaster and then put it put all of that on the Ram or something. I don't know. Yeah, so we have to block this or we die, unfortunately. Yeah, we've got one sideboard card certainly figured out. Well, what do you know? Not dead yet. Kind of. Maybe dead. Let's see. If we bounce the Thrall, they get to recast it for 2 damage. And this is 1 damage. But we can shock... Yeah, we get to... but our thing is dead. Yeah, I think we're just dead. Okay, so let's start here, though. We need to bounce this and find a flyer blocker. And we just didn't do it. We can kill that, but nothing to do about that. So game 1 in the books. Not sure what to cut for that yet. Considering other options, they're really just great at clogging the ground, such that I actually think I want to cut the Rendhorn. It's just kind of a dopey 5-drop that doesn't match up well with what they're doing on the ground. You want to bring a Brawl in, or you want to cut the Brawl? I don't want to cut Brawls, because they really do help us deal with the Flyers. Flying 5/5. Maybe you could bring that in over, like, the Biogenic upgrade. But again, I think it's like, it's not about, like, we have the Flyers, we have, like, where are our Aeromunculuses? So calls for a second Brawl and a Sphinx, but like then over what? You know, like maybe we cut, maybe this is too cute for what we're doing. And the Stony Strength? Let's try this. Yeah, Ceratok's another big doofus, but at least it laughs at their 2-power blockers. Their Death Touchers. Snap Mulligan on the 7 spells. Alright, deck, we need some steady lands here. Steady lands. Basic land, please. Oh, come on. We're going out like this, huh? No, we have a chance. We have a chance. Let's get sneaky. Alright, well, we're going to just volley that and draw a card. Ooh, although that's a different play we could make. I was going to try and draw... I was going to volley and draw here, which is still possible, but we now have Ceratok mana. So that's legit. And the kind of aggressive start we want against Oppo, I think. But I just have a hard time passing up sneak attacks that are going to be guaranteed successful. But I have a hard time passing up 4-mana 4/4s on curve, so we're going to do that. Now I'm willing to do it, though. Well, they still get the... No, I take it back. We're not going to do it yet. We're going to attack in with the Ceratok. And... let's Munculus. If we draw a basic land next turn, we can volley and Guildmage in the same turn. Oh, they would block the sneak. If I Sagittard volley and made them have a 1/1, then the sneak they would just put the token in front of the sneak. I'm just gonna see if we can use the volley to get a clean sneak in or take out something like a Thrall. I mean, the Griffin is a fine target. Anything's a fine target. We like removing flyers. That is rough, folks. But and by waiting, we get to pick off that mark as well, so that's cool. we can do this a couple ways. We can combine. I think we just volley here, though. We don't want to take any more from this. We could also just, we could Colossus, or collision it. We could collision it and then have the Guild Mage. I'm going to do that. Let's collision the big dude. Oh, but we can't. Oh, wait. Do this right for me. Stupid mana. And we're not, I guess I'll put the homunculus in front of the messenger so we won't attack. All the marks. It's okay, we get all the 2-for-1s. Nothing to do with the Guild Mage, really, but attack, right? We have no counters to move. Alright, they let us have a card. Down with that. Hey, we even get a castable spell out of it. We're turning the corner on this one. Let's see if we can bring it home. As usual, it has been very difficult to get value out of the Combine Guild Mage. I remember reading this card and thinking it had a lot of potential, and it's done a thing or two here or there. But 2 mana is a lot to tack onto the cost of your creatures when you're trying to play an efficient, tight game of Magic. So it's often just a difficult-to-cast bear in how it plays out. Who all watched the Twitch Rivals stream yesterday? I had a lower viewer count than normal, so I know some of y'all were over there watching that. It's totally understandable. Just curious how... I was busy streaming, so I didn't know how it went, whether they improved stuff this time, and that kind of thing. Good action. Okay, we picked up that one, and I think I liked... I think I like our changes. I don't think we need to do anything else here. Woof. I don't think this is keepable. If we had 2 forests and 2 islands, I would, but this is not where we want to be. Not too much better, but a little bit. And we'll keep the land we can get. But these are both seem far off, so not liking our chances based on the opener. And not liking the chances based on Oppo doing their thing. I don't want to slime bind the grandma. We'll see what else we can get. Hopefully a flyer. Be great if they, as I say, couldn't do anything. But we will slime bind that. We can't really afford to take a bunch of 3s, and we don't even have a play for next turn, so got to do something. It's possible if they didn't even play anything there, we would have slime bound the oligarch, but didn't feel correct. Oh, please don't let me lose to a screaming shield. I don't want to lose to that card. Not because it's unplayable, because it's a frustrating card to lose to. Not a kind hand. I really like our deck against Oppo most of the time. Hey, thanks for the sub. And we're not dead, but we're getting a bit run over here. Do that.
All right, everyone, chill.
Oops. That's what I meant to do. That was a weird one. Tried to turn on the Chillbringer, instead I turned off my game capture. Can't block the Enforcer. Let's see. We'll keep the... let's see. Chillbringer's actually not blocking anything. We're going to take the Scavenger if it attacks. We'll take 6 if these two attack, and I'll risk the Trollbred on the Oligarch if that attacks. So I'm actually going to attack with the Chillbringer just because we don't intend to block with it. Yeah, maybe I should have led with the Clan Crusher and come back with the Trollbred, because if we draw an untapped land, we could actually play and adapt. Just trying to play my best creature in a tough spot, but we'd be much better off if I could shock the Enforcer next turn. Oh, really? Oops, that is... because it's supposed to be down here. How did it get up there? That's weird. There we go. We're all back. Oh, I didn't have red for the Crusher? Yeah, that's right. I didn't. Okay. Fair enough. Pretty frickin' dead. I don't know how we don't die. Let's see. We take 3 in the air no matter what, and then can only block... we can block everything else on the ground, and have to, sadly. Maybe we... let's play the Colossus, and then it can at least threaten to eat the Scavenger. So we'll look to trade here, eat here, and eat here if they attack with everything. Well, they didn't, like, snap, kill one of our blockers and win, so maybe we're not dead this turn, but maybe they're thinking through exactly the best way to kill us. Shield on the Thrall makes that not a trade. I don't know. Okay. Still have the eating going on there. I mean, if it's final payment, it's like, really? Like, come on, Oppo. That's ridiculous. You had to take 12 years to final payment, my dude, huh? 12 years to show me the loss. And it is a loss. I mean, we can chump the scavenger, but to what end? Chumping the scavenger. What do we find if we get... I'm looking for anything. I guess we get Arrester's Admonition, but then we die to the other stuff. Yeah, we're just dead on this one. Frustrating. A lot of questionable decisions in that deck, but they found enough of the good stuff to bring us down. All right, we'll get that $100 there. All right, we're at 1-1. Looking to get some gems for this free-to-play account. I like the deck. It's struggled in both of its matches so far. I think it's good. Just need to get a little better sequencing, a little better luck. Had a couple of examples of what the deck can do. It's a little early for lunch, but I'll go ahead and make some soup now. Combine this, take a little break, and get some food ready and a bio break, and then we'll be able to dive into the rest of the afternoon. So I'll give you a song here, and then be right back. How about, this is I Understand by Sloan. I'm back. Good time zone, everybody. Thanks for hanging around through the break. And let's jump right back in. All right. Hopefully get a sneak in on 4. Maybe we'll draw a 2. Soarform hybrid on the top. Nah. We're saving the gate for the sneak, of course. Aqua went first, right? Did they miss a land drop? I think they missed a land drop. Maybe... No, maybe I went first? I can't remember now. Wow, we don't need a gate to get this dude through this time. So we will take the freebie. Use our gates for the future. It's costing us the ability to turn 5 the Crusher, but I'm not worried about that. I want to get this... I'm all about maximizing sneak damage. We could adapt the Aeromunculus, but we're just going to play our second one unless we draw something else, which we don't really. Next turn we get Chillbringer plus another gate. Oppo's got some work to do, or we're going to roll him over. If they drop a gate and Gates Ablaze, that would get him back into it. Savage Smash, always a fine way to make it back into a Magic game. Cool. Again, we don't need to play the gate to make it through. We can play the Ram, and we can even Arrester's Admonition. So let's do all of that, but I want to start with the attack. Yeah, I'm surprised Oppo is letting us keep drawing cards here. But we'll take it. And if we do that, we still get the Ram, right? Yes, okay. We can really just Chillbring here. I kind of want to play the gate to make the Ram bigger, but even that doesn't really matter. Let's just Chillbring. Boom.
All right, everyone, chill.
I was going to say I should have played the forest, not the island, so that we could play Colossus if we desperately needed to, but we probably weren't going to. But really what I should have done is not play any land until the drawing was done and we knew. But now we have the happy result of having Biomancy. Yeah, I think game 1 is over. I don't know how they come back from this. With Biomancy at the ready, even. even with the Gates Ablaze, we get to like bounce our ram. You know, like the Gates Ablaze would be the thing to make it close, but I think that just kind of does it. We will untap and win. Question is, what do we show them as we untap and win? We can get... we don't need to show them anything. Right? We just attack, and we don't have to show them anything. Hey, Thayan. Glad you could join us today. Let's see, what do you see? You saw another gate deck that looks to be kind of gruely? Gruel gates? Maybe it's just gruel and they had some gates. So big stuff on the ground. We like our bounce spells here. Don't think we like the brawl quite as much. We could quench. Quench is likely to get something good out of Gruul because they're tending to use their mana throughout. Like maybe over a brawl that's not going to be as good for us against the big boys of Gruul. Still, we can make some decently big stuff, and timed right, it can all be good. How do I identify the commons from the uncommon cards? Commons have a black set symbol, so that creature beast symbol there to the right is the common symbol. You can see from the blackness of it. And Sphinx, meanwhile, has a silver icon, and so silver is uncommon. Here's another uncommon. I don't think we want to bring in just random 2s just to like try and be faster on the ground. We could bring in a creeper. Like maybe one creeper over one Aeromunculus to have better power on the ground, because the creeper can actually trade up in this spot. And I think I want to try this. We'll just do that. How long have you been playing, Thayan? That's kind of a new player question. Just want to make sure we understand where you're at in your Magic journey. We'll open on hybrid. Hopefully we find a natural land so that we can... if we find a basic, we can Aeromunculus, which I would prefer to do. We can always open the gates if we have to. And it looks like we have to, and I'm going to go ahead and get a forest so that we can turn right around in hybrid here. Right on. Glad you found my stream. Do you play much limited? We're mostly on the limited train around here. I love drafting and find it the most enjoyable way to play Magic. But it's not exactly a kitchen table sport. Munculus seems fine here. No attacks, though. I like setting him back on tempo here over playing the Combine. So we'll try. We'll arrest the runner. Awesome. That's great to hear, Thayan. You got kids playing with you too? No blocks, you got it. 2 damage. Ah, yes. So they replayed that, and if we knew for sure there's like a forest on top, it would be interesting to go gate, play Guildmage, have Colossus available. In fact, maybe we'll just Colossus now. Yeah, I'm going to Colossus and Combine here. And then if we do draw an untapped land, we get to actually Ceratok and Guildmage it. That would be exciting. So let's do that. They're tapped out. This is a risk-free Colossus. They are saying, we don't trust you. Understandable. It's target creature, okay? Just checking to see, make sure we have, we can still use it on defense. Because they've shown, like, Savage Smash, so we might want to use it there. We'll see. And this looks like, okay, they're going to brawl there. That doesn't give it power, so we make this a we make this a 6/5, and then they need extra help to kill it. So yeah, we'll pump it up. I'll brawl. Let's see if they've got a blowout for our blowout. Kind of. I think that's fine for us. Now let's draw a basic land. Ooh, they're offering the Guildmage, though. That's a pretty nice offer with what we've got coming. I'm actually going to take it. I was hoping to actually use the Guildmage for once, but we're going to take it. Take the trade, that is. Not take the damage. We could just make the hybrid big. But I'm going to give him a Rendhorn. Make him deal with that. Could have hasted that, I suppose. I tend to be a sucker for the counter, though. Ooh. Ooh. Can I be super greedy? I just want to be super greedy for once in my life, because I'm never super greedy. But if we adapt here... I'm going to adapt while shields are down. And I'm going to be super greedy because it's fun. Hopefully we don't get punished. We're at 16 life. This is too much fun with this going on. Oh my goodness. What is going on here? Is this straight up Colossus? I don't think we should fall for it. We're just gonna biogenic upgrade our way to big fun. Yeah, it's probably exactly Colossus, Collision Colossus, so we should think about that in our choices here, but we're still going to go for this. Kind of just want it all on the big trampler. Right? It's kind of going all in, but this doesn't have trample. So I'm going to do it. You want to fight this turn upgrade next? I mean, if they have... our read is clearly Collision Colossus, so... Oh, there's no trample on that one either. I see. Hold on. Let me think about it then. Because, yeah, we could Ceratalk Brawl now. Okay, we'll be extra greedy. And we're going to be extra greedy because our Titanic Brawl blows them out when they go for the combat trick here. They can put both on it and pump. I guess there's some risk here, but I think with the Titanic Brawl is going to... Yeah, because they're going to try the same thing they were doing on their turn. We just get to blow them out now. Scoop them? If you scoop, we don't get to do biogenic upgrade, though. Yeah, they had a lot of options there, and it was a little bit risky, but they did what I thought they would do, which is just try and take the trade they offered in their last attack. So greedy, we didn't even get to be greedy. Darn it. All right, gems for the free-to-play account. Checking with chat here. Don't know why I thought hybrid had trample. I guess just I want it to be even better. All right, we're caught up. Let's keep going. Sorry about that. Trying to prevent you from my eating sounds, but I sometimes miss that part. I just saying we're in pretty big trouble with this gate breaker. And not sure what we can do about it other than... let's see. I guess we have to play a Ceratok here and try and just trade for the creeper, or make Oppo go to the air with it at least, and then Trollbred and hopefully, or I guess we can Chillbring to sit the ram down for a couple of turns. I mean, we have not dead at least.
All right, everyone, chill.
Still not dead. So close. If this were untapped, we could actually Trollbred and save it with Stony Strength. The Ram has Trample. I think that's what I was thinking about in terms of cheap green big dudes that trample. We have to hope, I think, that Oppo has no additional gates and no additional tricks, and we go to 1. And then try to survive. If they play a gate, we're just dead. Yeah, alright. We're done here. They have a lot of our cards, but they drew theirs in a better order. Volley for the Chillbringer. Presumed gate, but I don't think so. We could take a quench over what? Volley over what, though? Kind of like all this stuff. Growth Spiral's bad, I think. Maybe bad is strong, but Growth Spiral, it does not excite me at all, and I'm happy to bench them. I find more over 50% of the time it feels like I don't have extra lands in my hand when I draw it or cast it, and I'm paying 2 mana to draw a card. And that while the floor is meh, the ceiling is kind of... The ceiling is I accelerated out a land, but it doesn't happen all that often. So it feels like meh is the driving state of Growth Spiral to me. Yeah, I see the time. And what are we cutting, though? Again, I just don't know. I would like the flying removal. But I don't think it's actually better than anything else here for this spot. I'm just going to run it back. The flying stuff isn't the big problem we saw in the deck. We saw one Chillbringer, which obviously is good, but it's not our big concern about this matchup. We'll keep here. Oppo had to mull. Don't hate seeing that. We had to do that in the first game. Fetch our Splash Gate. Interesting tapping. Seems like maybe... Does Oppo have full control on? Why would they full control that? Maybe it just lagged when it auto-tapped. But I expect everything to tap at the same time. When it taps singly, it kind of suggests that Oppo is... Maybe they have auto-tap off. Yeah, they have auto-tap off, that's all. We get to attack in for free here because we could pump, and they're not going to block because of that. Saratock it. Got some flyer damage. They've kept 4 mana up, though. What's that about? We have Collision Colossus, though, so I'll call him. I call. Do we... Augment? They didn't block. I'm going to do it. I don't think we want to cast any of this stuff. And it really helps the upgrade. Great, that's all they had for turn 4 as well. They may have had counter magic up and that was their backup plan. Maybe expecting a, we'll see if there's a Chillbringer here. Pteramander. Pteramander, interesting. We could Biogenic upgrade here, but they've got a lot of open mana. Let's keep all of our stuff available. Because it's pretty good stuff. Is this... Yeah, both sides of that are an instant, so we can do Collision or Colossus here. Yeah, it could be a Mystic. Could be a Mystic. It's okay, we have 2 spells, if that's the case. And what are they blocking? They're blocking the 3/4, looking to kill it. Okay, so yeah, I like where we're at. We're going to go for the Colossus side here, I think. Colossus makes us a 7/6 trample, which is plenty. And then we have Slime Bind backup if this gets countered. Maybe we want to Slime Bind and get that countered and have the Colossus be the backup. Let's do that. No, because Slime Bind doesn't actually lead to any death. It'll be our backup plan in case of counterspell here, which does seem pretty likely. Yep. We thought it might be the Mystic, but that's okay. We did it because we had so much other stuff to do. Yeah, I should have put the Mander first. I was thinking that... the reason I didn't put the Pteramander first is I thought that through both of our counterable things... And I guess maybe I should have started with the Slime Bind, because they absolutely would have countered that. That was kind of a mistake. We should have led with the Slime Bind. We knew it was a counter. Nonetheless, we persisted. Okay, they're getting aggro. Maybe a Chillbringer here? That would support that plan. They still have some pretty good counter magic up, and unfortunately if we 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, if we cast this, we can't backup cast that. Let's... We're also at 10, they're at 7. Sure feels like another counterspell. We attacking at all? Maybe we attack with the Aeromunculus and cast the hybrid. I'm going to leave the Ceratok back to block in this spot. They've got a lot of chumps anyway. Oh, what am I doing? Of course they just get to do that. What a dummy. Let's see. Just dummy. But we may get saved here. If this gets countered and they don't have anything else, we may be able to biogenic upgrade our way through this. Man, just everything they need. Too bad they have this chump. Yeah, the way I ordered things kind of threw this one away. Really feeling badly about this game. Just some slightly different sequencing in the counterspell turn would have turned it around in a big way. Looks like they're successfully staying pat on the ground, though, so maybe we can get away with this. And we target these two. And we put one on the Ceratok just to get it big enough to not have to trade with the Mystic, and we put everything else on the Aeromunculus. Unless, yeah, because they can chump, so it's not like we can just win here if we go all in here. Almost a 2-force block. This is definitely a force block, though. We're going to start here. And this might be a safe attack. I mean, they've got let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with an instant in the yard. So if they draw a land, they can turn this into a 5/5. So we're going to stay back. It would be dumb to stay back with the Ceratok. It would be dumb to lose to a Terramander because we didn't have enough to block on the ground. Although I suppose we're there anyway. Yeah, maybe I should have just attacked. Because they can go, or if I attack with the Ceratok. Yeah, I feel like I've really messed up this game a little bit. I think if they play a land, like, we're just dead. Now they have lethal. But they didn't take it? Wow. This game did not go great, but Oppo, I think, just kind of threw away a win there. Did they not count, or did I not count right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, they had adapt and win. Right? Well, go away, big guy. See if we win. Wow. I don't think we deserved that one, but Oppo made one bigger punt than we did. Sometimes that's how it goes, I guess. Now did we see enough for the volley? Probably did. I think I'm going to take the Rendhorn out again as kind of a odd creature out that's just kind of being a big doofus on the ground. Yeah, we could cut Stony, but I think it'll get him. They've showed the ability to walk into some combat tricks, that's for sure. So let's try this. Even found the gate to fully open up this hand. No 2, though. Looks like no 2 for Oppo either. Dueling Aeromunculi. You know what? I am gonna just kill it. Alright, they set us back a turn. We'll probably just recast that. And toss down a gate so we have Chillbringer next turn. Solid Shark to Crab. But we'll chill it.
All right, everyone, chill.
Probably getting a tapped creature here, which is okay with me if they want to use their turn that way. Yeah, Fez. Okay, you get that, and we get Gateway Sneak plus Slime Bind. And we'll hold the land to ensure the sneak gets through next turn. If the Shark to Crab goes on the offensive, we will definitely bind it up. Actually, wait. They have Frilled Mystic. Do I even care enough about this? I might just want to force them... I'm not going to cast spells into Frilled Mystic mana. That just seems silly. All the Shark to Crabs. I'll bind this one now while they're tapped out. Now we're drawing a card that we may want to cast, but since we don't know for sure what it is, I'm going to go ahead and Munculus here. Adapt, that is. That's pretty tricky. What can we get him? We make a 4/5 Aeromunculus that doesn't really trade with anything though. Whereas Open the Gates now sets us up for a gate next turn. I'm just going to take Open the Gates now because I don't see a good Stony Strength play for this turn. Try to get him to use up all of the Shark to Crab activations to tap stuff down, and then maybe we can get away with a Stony Strength into Biogenic and really just get him in one fell swoop. Went for the Aeromunculus instead of denying me a card, although I could have just Stony Strengthed to solve that problem. Volley's no good here, but we may be able to Strength for some value. I think we want to Strength ahead of the Biogenic upgrade anyway. So no blocks, but we will still Strength at end of turn. Actually, maybe we don't even need to do it end of turn. We have all the tools to do it on untap. Ascendancy, not a huge concern yet. Is that instant speed, though? So yeah, they can throw that around whenever they want. Stony, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to untap and have 8. We won't have volley plus upgrade or anything. I think we can just wait and do it all on our turn. And there's a reason that we would have had a play if we didn't, but that's all right. So we get to go... Let's see if there's a pause here, first of all. There is. Oh, but they've got a pause for this, so we're not going to know if they've got a counter or not. They might want to counter this just because of the threat. You know, it puts a lot of damage threatening in the air here. That's true. You can do it shenanigans with Shark and Ascendancy, so I'm not going to biogenic upgrade because of that. That's a great point. We're going to go to combat and make them do it. That's some serious shenanigans, really. If they get another land, they can do this each turn. And maybe I screwed it up by not saving my Stony Strength to respond to the Shark to Crab. Gosh, how are we going to beat that? I mean, they're pretty low on life. But here we're going to go with the hybrid. And really hope they play something with flying. I don't see why they would, though. They want another land, and they want to just Ascendancy and tap stuff down. But at least now... Yeah, this is real bad, folks. I mean, they had to tap 2 things a turn. Crab plus Ascendancy is some nonsense. We've got a lot of cards. Maybe they'll not go after it, but I don't think we lost the ability to win this game when they got the 6th land. Frankly, we cannot deal with freezing twice a turn. We just can't. It's never gonna be good enough. But see, they're just nervous enough to not just win the game. For some reason, they just don't want to win the game. What can we draw? Ooh. That's a thing we can draw. Technically, kind of, sort of. So we need all 3. Wait a second, let's cancel this. Belay that order. Let's see what we're really doing here. We can hybrid. We can just Sora form and brawl. In fact, maybe we do that because that's all at instant speed on that front. So maybe we trick them into thinking they have lethal. Let's go into combat. You think we dead, but we not dead. You see that we're not dead? We not dead. If they do this wrong, we not dead. I was thinking, okay, where is this going? This is going... Oh, shoot. That's not what I wanted to do anyway. I gotta see where they're going with it. I think I've screwed this up. Sorry. Magic's hard. So what do we do now? You get a counter there. And now what do we do? We can still... I'm going to do this because I think we can still get them. They might just attack in for lethal here, in which case... I don't know. Thing is, they can just activate here and win. Darn it! I think we had a path, and I just kind of screwed it up. I think we had a path this game. Too bad. We got some gems for the free-to-play account, but I feel like there was a 3-win. There were 3 wins there waiting for us, and I just lost the thread on that final turn there in a costly way.